Hi everyone. Today what we'll be discussing is how different psychological concepts can teach people different ways to better manage their money. In the recent year, there has been an increase in gas prices, mortgages, and rent that have been causing people to not only spend more money, but also work longer and harder than they did in the past. It has also been noted that most US consumer prices on other necessities have had another major increase last month, which caused up to a 3.5% increase in inflation rate for the 12 months ended in March. Since there has been an increase for prices of most necessities, being able to budget money is a much needed skill. But what if someone was never taught how to budget money? The answer to that is pretty simple, you see, and involves five psychological concepts. The five psychological concepts presented will be used to provide new solutions for budgeting money, since each covers ideas in relation to actions that most people portray in both the digital and real world. The first psychological concept is called the familiarity bias. The familiarity bias is a type of phenomenon that explains how human beings tend to think of information that is true if it was made easy to remember due to dramatization and repetition. One way this can be done is by creating an ad campaign that presents stimuli related to poverty, inflation, and saving money. The ad itself will show a homeless person sitting on a bench looking sad, while in the background there's a line graph of an arrow pointing upward with the word inflation embedded in the arrow. There also will be a bright red message saying, "Could this be you in the near future?" to grasp the attention of the viewer. Since this phenomenon deals with information learned from both dramatization and repetition, a new solution related to an ad campaign can be created to help people better understand that not only is there inflation, but that also they should budget their current finances. The next psychological concept is called the choice supportive bias. The choice supportive bias is a phenomenon related to how gamers choose a game they want to play. It's kind of like how people bet on horses at races, but with gamers, since they often make different wagers about what games will be better to play than others. Since this phenomenon deals with choosing the best option, a new solution can be created using an online leaderboard. So how this leaderboard works is whoever is willing to participate, gamer or non-gamer, all they have to do is provide a list of items they've bought in the span of 4 months and provide a total of money spent. After all participants' totals are viewed, they will be ranked on the leaderboard for everyone to see. Not only will this leaderboard show who is able to budget their finances the best, but it will also provide more of an insight on what products a person should or should not buy to save more money. This phenomenon can provide a solution to both gamers and non-gamers alike, since both have a similar goal of buying and obtaining a product that is both high in quality and wallet-friendly. The third psychological concept is called the self-categorization theory. The self-categorization theory covers ideas related to how people tend to be inclined to construct different social identities based on membership of different groups. The only question is, can this theory be used to have people learn more about budgeting money? And the answer to that is yes. This is due to the fact that social identities are considered extremely important, and since people tend to change their social identities based on which group they are currently a part of, a solution related to budgeting money can be created. This solution involves creating an entirely new group of random people who know nothing about each other and a meeting. This meeting will present information about the current inflation and poverty rate in their local area and provide more of an insight on how this could affect the near future. After the presentation, the group will be asked on their current opinions about this problem and how they feel it should be fixed. If most people agree that this problem is bad, not only will they think they need to save and earn more money, but also more people will start to agree as well if they're part of the group. Also, if there's someone present in the meeting that had no idea about this current problem in their area, they will be more likely to agree with what is being said and are more likely to budget their current finances. The fourth psychological concept is called the prospect theory. The prospect theory provides insight on how people tend to dislike losses more than they like gains of equal value. So let's say, for example, that someone just lost $200 and they're really upset about it. Due to this frustration, they're going to be more likely to not only remember, but hate that loss more than if they were to either regain the money or gain double the original amount. Since this can happen to almost anyone, a new solution can be introduced that involves having people remember the feeling of disliking a loss by providing an article that covers information about inflation rate and poverty. What this article will consist of is information related to the current inflation and poverty rate and compared to how it was 10 to 20 years ago. Not only will this provide an insight on current events, but it will also create the feeling of dislike since the information provided will show a massive difference between the two time frames, motivating people to budget their current finances. For the fifth and final psychological concept, we'll be going over a label commonly known as whales. Sadly, it isn't as cool as actual whales, but is an important concept to understand. But a whale can be considered a type of big spender who drops huge amounts of money into a video game to get the extra content, and due to inflation, this can cause more problems than solutions. Although it seems like a big problem, a solution can still be provided to help whales budget their money, and that can be done by using an informative post on social media. What the post will show is a list of gaming industries being affected by inflation, along with the current prices of games now compared to 5 years ago. Unless the whale is extremely devoted to the industry, most will be more likely to change their current purchase and budget their money more efficiently. Lastly, I'd like to end the video by saying thank you for watching. All the information covered in this video was taught to me in my Psychology of Gaming class at Penn State University Berks campus. If you have any question or ideas to add, feel free to leave comments down below. Other than that, I hope you all have a good rest of your day.